Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's January 7th, 2026. But again, all videos are timeless. Sometimes I guided to give you the date because the date might be significant. All right. The number 14 might be significant. The number 11 might be significant. The number 12 and or 13, or if we got the 1, 2, 3 numbers. So please get curious. Source wants you to go look at those spiritual meanings behind those numbers. So you can look at spiritual meaning of the number as well as an angel number. They'll be similar, Source says, but there is a information in there that you've requested. You've requested some kind of signed synchronicity or confirmation on something. So Source says, please, please, please go look at those. 4-4 on the timer. Also, Source wants you to go look at the timestamp that you are watching this video right here, right now. What time is it on the clock? Go look at that number because there is a message here for you. Okay, I am just the deliverer of the messages. Okay, all right, I don't know what messages you need, all right, but there is a message. All right, so we're gonna pull some cards. I've been creating a lot of content, so we're just gonna keep rolling with it. Source wants me to keep hitting record. I've done some channeled messages, I've done some card pulls, so whatever one you receive is what you were meant to receive in this now present moment, whether it's now or in the future. Just know that I'm in your awareness for a reason. Source, your team, your higher self has put me in front of you to give you information, to give you confirmation. You've been asking for signs, synchronicities, key codes, things like that. So they're here to give you that using cards today. Okay, today's cards. If you've received this one, this is 155 on the timer, which again I look at as 11 could be significant. You resonate with the 1111, the ones which are also associated with the twin soul energy, the twin soul journey, which in my other card pull came out as well. And of course, the first card that comes out of this Earth Magic deck is love and compassion. Again, it can mean many things, that you're having another expansion of the heart chakra. So that also came out in another reading where you're activating and getting an expansion in the heart chakra, your quantum compass. Again, that could mean a love connection for some of you, not all of you, but some of you, and just continuing to have compassion and love for yourself. Give yourself grace. Take the self-love tour. Get on the self-love tour and get on that bus and pour into your own cup. All right, sources, pour into your own cup. And again, that could also mean, I look at this as balancing the divine feminine and masculine within. Again, it also could be in resonance that you resonate with the twin soul journey. I like to say soul journey instead of the twin flame journey. Okay, and if you know, you know. I'm not going to go into the details for this particular reading unless it decides to come out more in the cards. I'm going to pull some Light Seers Tarot and just see what comes out. So again, completion. You completed something this last full moon cycle. So that last full moon in Cancer was a boom diggly doo. So again, whenever you're receiving this, if the last full moon you had was the full moon in Cancer, it was a super full moon, the wolf moon in Cancer. If that was the last full moon, that was a big one in the sign of Cancer. You had something, you completed contracts, you completed something. Okay, if that doesn't resonate with you, the next full moon is the completion of a cycle. It's a completion of a cycle. I'm saying here in completion of a cycle, and it's a completion of a big cycle, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so completion has taken place from this last full moon. For when I'm recording this is January 7th, 2026. Again, these are timeless. So again, you receive it when you're meant to receive it. Whether it's this last full moon that we had or the next full moon is what Source is saying. That's when those cycles are wrapped up and completed. And I said wolf and instinct, the wolf. So the full moon, wolves are significant as a sign synchronicity heat code. Wolf is one of your spirit animals, your spirit guides, wolf. Again, continuing to listen to your instincts and your intuition around people, places, and things. If it don't feel right, there's a reason for it. You are being guided and you are being activated. Activations came up big time in the other tarot reading I had. So wind is significant. We had massive wind here. We've had massive winds, unconventionally massive winds in the last few weeks. And there's a massive activation taking place. And not a bad activation, a good activation. Okay? All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, I'm sorry. I just was going to not put this, but the ancestors are wanting me to tell you that your ancestors are gifting you with a gift. So not all of you, some of you are receiving a gift from the ancestors. We've got the shaman here and ancient healing wisdoms. There's something around a gift of healing, an ancient healing ability, and there's going to be wisdom that your ancestors are. Your ancestors are here, and they want to let you know that you are going to be receiving an activation. You're going to be receiving information around an ancient ability to be able to heal, and you're going to get some wisdom around that. Okay? Feathers might be significant, seeing feathers, or your ancestors have been leaving you feathers. So I went through a period of time where I have tons of feathers. Or you resonate with being a shaman in a past life. I resonate with being a shaman, a medicine person, medicine woman, medicine man in a few different past lives. 622 on the timer. So thank you for that. Again, I was guided to like this. I saw it and they're like, no, you need to like tell them. Say it, say it, say it. So I just listen. I don't always listen. If I don't, they get loud. The knowing gets louder. All right, what do we have for the Light Seers Tarot? We're going to just play with the pocket size ones because I don't want to go dig the other ones. So, all right, clear the deck. Ace of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. Again, going into that activation, I see this as you are going to be receiving psychic abilities, gifts, upgrades, unlocking, again, that ancient wisdom you're being gifted from your ancestors. Thank you, ancestors, for being here. Ace of Wands, okay, fire energy. Fire magic. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe you work with the element of fire. But again, there's definitely an up-leveling in your psychic abilities for sure. And it's a gift from your ancestors that has been dormant, locked away, stored away just for this time. It's necessary and needed right now. And you are the one, confirmation burp, to receive this gift, this ability. Nobody else, you. It's meant for you. It's meant for you for all of the hard work that you have done. All of the cycles you have completed. All of the times you've dusted yourself and picked yourself up and kept moving forward through all of the trials, the tribulations, the lessons. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, and again, take what resonates and leave what does not. But again, if I showed up here, there is definitely a message for you. You called this in, and again, and I always ask that my videos reach those that it's meant to reach. 817. So 8 of Cups, you have had to walk away from people, places, and things, and just going back to, again, doing the work, going through it, learning the lessons, gaining the wisdom, so you can receive the ancient healing wisdom. Okay, you've had to walk away from people, places, and things, and it has been hard. I know, because I've been there. Okay, the number 8 is very significant, but you've had to walk away, and see, you're walking away into bigger, better, greater things. Even though when you've struggled and not known the path in front of you, again, walking by faith, not by sight, you listen to your intuition, you listen to the guidance of the information via videos or music, or however your team was talking to you, maybe talking to you audibly, giving you visions. You finally, I heard the word they said, finally started to pay attention, pay your attention, to pause and to listen and to take that inspired action to move forward, to do the healing, to walk away into the greatness. And again, the Hanged Woman is here. Again, there's source energy. So at times it's felt really, really challenging. I feel like you've been hung up by your bootstraps, but you've learned to surrender and honor the sacred pauses, the cocoon phase, the gestational phase, and you've learned to surrender and to pause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else do we have here using this tarot? Just pull a few cards and use a couple of oracle cards. And that was a yes. This is a hell yes. This is source. This is the yes card in this tarot, and it is the number 10 card, or the 19, which breaks down to a 2. So the number 19 is significant. You were going to see a number 19 that this is confirmation. Okay, and it breaks down to a 2. Okay? The Sun card, your connection to source. So there's been times where it feels like it's just been you and source, you and God, you and your team, you and the angels. It just feels like, you know, either parts of your life or this entire incarnation where it feels like it's just been you. And it's again because you've had to walk away from things that were no longer serving you, and you finally listened to the call, to the information that your team was trying, and you've been going through this death and rebirth process, which is a very good thing. You're going through this very transformative process. The number 4 or the number 13 is relevant. All right. And then again, is just going through that process of, again, transformation, transforming, and it's the death of old self. That's what's coming through. You had to surrender the old versions of yourself to move forward, to receive these gifts, and to transform into the brand new version of yourself. All right. And then, yeah, some of you have had to be in this hermit phase, but also hermit is like spiritual leader, spiritual guide as well. So you've had to go through what you've gone through, as well as myself, and taking those steps one step at a time, even though you couldn't really see what was in front of you, to reach this position where you are able to, through your lessons, through those times in life where you've had to learn and grow and rebuild, and to gain the wisdom and knowledge, is because you are meant to be here to help others through the process. And that is the number 9 card. Okay. And again, that moon energy is coming up. So something significant with the moon. That's the number 18 card. We've got 2 wolves here. So again, this last wolf supermoon, or full supermoon, is significant for some of you receiving this message today. So something was completed. Okay, cycles completed. Again, this is the light and the dark. Again, you cannot know your shadow without the light, and you can't know the shadow without the, you can't know the light without the shadow. You have to have both. But something is significant with this last super full moon. And again, if you're receiving this after this and you don't resonate with that, if you're receiving this well into the future, just know source is saying it's the next, okay, it's the next super full moon. Whatever the next super full moon is, okay? You don't resonate with the current one. And you are the Empress. You are birthing in a new creation. You could be pregnant. You could be hearing of a pregnancy. The number 3 card is here. The moon is here again. So there's significance with that full moon. There's something significant for this collective with this full moon energy. Maybe you do moon practices. All right. But if you are not, again, pregnant, unable to get pregnant, that's not your thing. Just know that you're birthing in a creation of something brand new, something that has never existed. Okay. Any final messages using this deck, and then we'll just pull a couple of cards out of the Oracle Tree of Life deck, and then I'm going to finish cleaning up my space. Your soul family is here. Your soul family is coming in, so the number 3 is relevant. Again, this is celebration. All right. Divine feminine energy here, very strong. So that 3 of Cups is that your soul family is coming here, coming in. This Justice card keeps showing up. So justice is being served. You are getting your just dues. You have balanced the scales, and you are going to start receiving your good karma, aka dharma. So you have balanced out, you have closed the cycles. Again, that's coming through the closing of the cycles. The contracts are done. Both of my ears, I'm getting super high-pitched sounds, so maybe you're getting some ringing in the ears, chills for confirmation. So justice is being served. That again, that is the number 11 card. So something definitely has been taking place since this super full wolf moon in this 11, this 111 portal up until the 11, the 111 portal. So again, January 1st to January 11th is significant as well for some of the collective here. So thank you very much for those messages. And we're just going to pull the Tree of Life Oracle. All right. And again, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for playing and co-creating with us. All right, taking those leaps of faith, trusting and believing. That's the number 11 card again, leap of faith, freedom, and spirit. So know by taking those leaps of faith, thank you, Source. So taking those leaps of faith and walking away, trusting in your intuition, listening to the signs, synchronicities, key codes, paying your attention to the visions, whatever you've been receiving, however you've been receiving information, you know, walking away, taking those leaps of faith has liberated you. It has freed you. Okay, that's what I heard is freedom and liberation. And again, it's trusting. So trust came up in another reading. So trust. So you've been trusting, you've been walking by faith, not by sight. And there's a wolf again. So there's something again significantly with this wolf full moon, as well as wolves being your spirit. So right now you've got a spirit guide that's a wolf and an eagle. So eagles again taking that higher perspective. All right, so very significant. So wolves and eagles are going to be a sign, synchronicity, and key code as well. Element of earth. Maybe this is a sign for you to get grounded. Eat more grounding foods, wear grounding colors, work with grounding crystals, take those baths with salt, take showers and wash with salt. Get into nature if you can, okay? Even if it's cold, okay? So the element of earth is here. And again, if you're here in my sacred space, you're going to be receiving the elemental codes, frequency, and energies, because I work with a lot of elementals, flowers, plants, diffusers. I work with essential oils. I've got crystals in my home. I burn the incense, I burn the sage, I burn the palo. I've got ocean sounds and fire crackling. So there's something with those earth elements, and maybe just connect to that in your own way. We've got the gnomes in here as well. Butterflies might be significant. North node. I heard north node. You are now in your north node. And again, practical, grounded, and determined. So you've been extremely determined. Again, we've got the stag here, the buck. So that's very significant, as well as another spirit animal. So there's a lot of spirit animals here in this reading. So thank you to them. And then justice, that justice is here. That came up again, weighing your heart against the feather. So again, just that confirmation that Source wants me to give you is that you have balanced the scales, the karmic scales. Contracts complete, completion, the cycle's complete. Again, this is the number 22 card, which is relevant to me. So justice and adjustment. So karmic adjustment, balance, and objectivity. You have balance of scales. Okay, you have balance of scales. So we've got the heart and the feathers. So again, feathers are very significant as a sign, synchronicity, and key code. And again, she's surrounded by that full moon. Feathers, angels, okay, ancestors. Thank you. And know that everything you've been going through, even the uncomfortable parts that you've been experiencing through this process, through this building phase, through this controlled demolition and rebuilding phases, aka towers, you know, repetitive towers through this lifetime, just know that you have, this is the number 2 card, you have gained all the wisdom that you need to know. Not that you're not going to gain any more wisdom, because you want to still be open to learn and to, and I'm not saying learning from books, that's not what I'm talking about, but just that you have gained all the knowledge and wisdom that you needed to up until this point. And again, with the ancestors coming in, gifting you with that ancient wisdom and those gifts. Okay, so this is inspired actions, inspiration, sparks. So getting that spark, that download, that epiphany, that activation to receive those gifts, and that the divine masculine is sitting in his throne here. All right. So that is for, again, take what resonates and leave what does not. Claim what you want. If that's what you want to claim, 1909 on the timer, claim it. Say, that's mine. That's what I want. All right. Set that intention. All right. Someone got some throat chakra stuff going on. Step up and speak your truth. So you need to step up and speak your truth. I don't know what that means, but that's a message for someone. Step up and speak your truth. Personality, nature, and mindfulness. So this is the personality triangle in this. So again, grounding, nature, and just being mindful. excuse me, know that you are the star. So the star card's been coming up in my own personal awareness, as well as me pulling cards for the collective. So I'm going to just a few things outside of the card. She's emptying one cup. So basically, again, she's emptying the old cup and filling up her own cup. So she's dumping out the old stuff to fill up a new vessel. She's dumping the old vessel into a new vessel. I've never looked at this card this way, and there's a reason for that. All right. We've got, it looks like cherries. So your manifestations are ready, ripe, and they're coming in. We have the lotus flower here again, which is very significant. Please go look at the spiritual meaning behind the lotus flower and the transformation that it has to go through and what it has to endure to become. We've got the eagle energy here. Okay. Again, eagles and wolves are very present. I saw a couple eagles the other day, actually in the wild for real, because we have a lot of eagles in my area. What else am I seeing on here? And again, of course, the stars. I'm going to count. Source says count the stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's that number 7. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. So there's 8 stars here. So 8, the number 8, the infinity symbol, is also relevant and significant, as well as the number 28, which is adding up to a 10, which is that completion. Again, that number of completion. Closing of old cycles, and then the beginning of new ones. Okay, so that's very significant. And there's that High Priestess card on the split. We're going to finish this with the number 13. So the number 13 is relevant for the collective, the rainbow energy. So you're seeing rainbows everywhere. It's a sign, synchronicity, and key code, or you connect to the rainbow frequency energy, which I have this entire awakening process very tuned into that multicolored frequency and energy. The number 4 could be relevant. So the High Priestess is here again. What is the High Priestess? Okay. She's standing in her power. She's listening to her intuition. She receives the downloads. Her psychic abilities are turned on. It's true knowledge, the true knowledge of her soul, the peace, the inner light. I am guided to read the book for this particular card. Again, greyhounds could be significant. The Archer Sagittarius energy is here. There's a scroll here, so that ancient secret, that secret ancient wisdom and knowledge. Again, I don't look at these unless I'm meant to look at them a certain way to receive the download. So there is that ancient wisdom and knowledge that you will be receiving because you are ready for that. Source says you are ready. The time is now. Again, there's the crown up there, as well as your crown chakra. So something's going on with those upper chakras that are going to get an elevation, another activation. Okay, is there anything else I need to see in here? Oh, there's a camel. I didn't realize that. There was a camel in one of my other card pulls. So this is a weird one. So camels might be significant as a confirmation for some of you. Maybe you'll be traveling over east, maybe in the eastern area where camels are very significant. This actually came up in my other card pull. There was a camel in the picture, and I never, until right now, sources says some of you are traveling east. Is it east? Yeah, it would be east where you would encounter camels. Egypt. All right, Egypt's coming through. I definitely resonate with Egypt, so you resonate with Egypt. Maybe the Arabic. I apologize. I don't want to offend anyone. Arabic or Arabian type energy. And again, the song A Whole New World came through one of my other readings, so that might be relevant or significant. Again, I don't know. I don't ask why. I just deliver. And again, it'll resonate with you the way it's supposed to, in the perfect way. All right, the path. Okay, the High Priestess, so that's your true knowledge. You're completely at peace. You know your inner light. You radiate your inner light out, moving between your path. So this path reviews a rainbow bridge. So you might, words please. You may relate to being a bridge or being a rainbow bridge, crossing the abyss. All right, that holds all of your excuses and all of your distractions. Can you focus on the moon, the planet of this path? If so, true illumination is yours. So the features of this card is many moon goddesses share the title High Priestess. So again, you were a High Priestess in a past life. I was a High Priest / or Priestess in past lives. So you may also resonate with that. And you also worked with moon rituals. Okay, that's very relevant. I continue to work with moon rituals as I'm guided to. So you also may work with moon rituals around the full moons and the new moons, okay? So many moon goddesses share this high priestess title. She's the power that holds the knowledge of your inner being. So you want to know where your power is, you need to go inside, tap in to that inner being. She walks across the abyss between the soul and the spirit with confidence. This is that strength in your confidence. It's not cocky confidence, okay? It's a graceful confidence, okay? So the guidance with this card is, can you walk that thin line? That your true calling, that's your true calling, that's your true being. Something else came up with that. Yeah, it's again, okay, it's that Eight of Cups energy. It's that surrendering and walking away, okay? Walking away from a path that wasn't truly yours, but walking into the unknown, into the path that is your true calling, that is your true being, that is your true soul's purpose. Thank you, Source. Is that thread-like path clear to you? And if not, what's clouding your judgment? Let nothing distract you from this magic within. So again, you are magic. You are very magnificent, powerful, unstoppable, magnetic, magnificent, messy. What else? You are love, you are light. Radiate that. You may feel as if you're walking that path alone. Again, it's taking that, can't make this stuff up. It feels like when you're walking away that you're walking the path alone, but you're not, okay? And you could be, physically you could be, but you are not walking the path alone because your team is with you, Source is with you always, okay? You may have thought help would come, but folks, just set you back and watch the show. Does that resonate? Again, it goes very correlated with that Eight of Cups energy, that walking away energy. Now you realize what a blessing it was, and you learn to let that go. And you let it go with gratitude. However, those who have encouraged you, sacrificed for you, are waiting for you at the end of this road. And you recognize them. Not for the help, but just for their purity and purpose. Again, so that's your soul family going through that Three of Cups energy. They know what you have sacrificed because they have well too, and they are waiting for you at the end to join you for the rest of this journey, okay? Just as you recognize the same in them. So it's a soul recognition. It's coming back to you will recognize them, okay? Sometimes we need darkness to identify our true light and our true north. I can't make this shit up. So I mentioned your true north. You were in your true north. You're in your north node. Thank you, Source. All right. And you have to know the dark. You have to have a balance between the shadow and the light. You can't know the dark without the light, and you can't know the light without the dark. There has to be a balance between the two. Okay? Let the tears flow. Cry, cry, cry. That was this moon in Cancer. It was a big emotional release. Cry. As you feel the most divine presence within your physical being. Safe in the knowing that you can and you will keep going. So this message is for somebody. Holy crap. Thank you, Source, Mother and Father, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ancestors, thank you. Guides, angels. Woo! To activate using this card, one of the most powerful things you can do is to journal. And that's what a lot of my daily messages are from journals, my journaling. Communicate with your inner being. So you need to powerfully communicate via writing, just whether you're listening to channeled messages like this and just writing down information that's coming through so you can have that solidified, but also to communicate with your inner being, your higher self, your higher aspect, Source, Creator, God, the universe, your team, whatever words work best for you. And that's, again, taking that introspection, just pausing, breathing, taking a sacred bath, listening to high frequency music, doing the meditation. So some of you, again, are being guided to go a little deeper into your meditation. And again, meditation can look many ways. You can meditate sitting up next to a tree in nature. You can meditate taking a quiet walk. You can meditate taking a sacred bath. You can meditate by meditating, listening to guidance in a meditation, listening to light language. You can meditate vacuuming. I meditate chopping up watermelon, exercising. I meditate, I receive information in a meditative state, grocery shopping. How? Because I'm present. I'm open and I'm present. So these are all different forms of communication and meditation. So again, you're being called to journal, and you're being called to tune in a little bit more into your inner self. Through this entire reading, I've had massive high pitch, just a frequency flowing between my left ear and right ear. So again, that's another sign in synchronicity that this message is for you. You know, either some of it or all of it. There is definitely messages here for you. And again, take what resonates and leave what does not. All right, so journal and communicate with your inner being, your higher self. And it's right here in your 0 point. Write a small paragraph headed, "This is me. Let the words flow." So speaking to your higher self. So again, I did that this morning. So I don't do it every morning, but it's a way to tap in. So I wrote this morning, what do I need to know today? Source, Creator, Mother, Father, God. What do I need to know? Higher self. Okay, or you can write, "This is me. Let the words flow." And literally after that, I listened to a message, a channeled message, a video, and that's where I got a lot of the information I received, and I journaled it, okay? Do this once a month, every 6 months, on a full moon. You can't make this shit up. There's something, it's a full moon. Do this once. Maybe you did this already. Do this once a month, every 6 months, on a full moon. Whatever feels right. Again, whatever you're called to. Don't do it because of force, or you're trying to force a manifestation or something like that. Don't. Just do it if you're called to do it. All right? Whatever feels right. And see what is constant and what shifts. So that message is for you, my beautiful collective. Thank you for clicking play. 3141 on the timer. I appreciate you. I honor you. I love you. From my bottom of my heart, from my team's, from our heart to yours, we love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.